As our World News Now viewers know, news never seems to stop, even at this hour.
This humble overnight early morning program is there for all of the big stories. And here's a look back at some of the stories covered in 2013.
So what a night it was for the president and our nation.
The second inauguration of President Obama is now in the history books.
If we are truly created equal, then surely the love we commit to one another must be equal as well.
On Saturday morning, Hillary Clinton will not have a job. Friday is her last day as Secretary of State.
I'm not making any commitments or obligations.
It seems a remote part of Russia did get a visitor from space. At least one meteorite streaked across the sky early this morning, triggering powerful shockwaves.
Pope Benedict now down to his final hours as the head of the Roman Catholic Church.
Habemus Papam.
The world welcomes a new pope, a man by all accounts humble and holy, whose very name marks a new beginning.
Terror at the Boston Marathon. Twin explosions shatter a celebration, turning a day of joy into a deadly nightmare.
I saw the flash, the fire, the smoke, and I just ran as fast as I could.
The finish line of this iconic event, a scene of horror.
And I looked over and saw just a pile of bodies. The worst thing I think I've ever seen in my life.
It's just so overwhelming. It's like a nightmare.
We will find whoever harmed our citizens, and we will bring them to justice.
We have a special report here. Major developments in Boston right now. Police and FBI descending on Watertown, not far from the city of Boston, where a suspect is in custody.
New video shows him hiding in a boat as stun grenades exploded, leading to his capture.
We have a truly disastrous situation unfolding this morning.
That's right, and we want to begin this half hour with that breaking news from Texas. It is a fatal explosion that happened at a fertilizer plant.
And Amanda Berry's relatives in Tennessee could not believe it when they finally heard her voice on the telephone. Her grandmother and her cousin had not spoken to Amanda in more than 10 years. News cameras were there when the phone rang, and here is part of that joyful conversation.
I'm glad to have you back. Oh, I thought you were gone.
I thank everyone who has helped me and my family through this entire ordeal.
Saturday's fiery Asiana Airlines crash are certainly harrowing for the millions of Americans who take to the skies every year.
The impact was so strong.
Smoke coming out, explosion coming out.
Not guilty. With those words, George Zimmerman left the Seminole County Courthouse a free man. The nearly month-long trial over, his attorney telling ABC News in an exclusive interview he'll soon get back a central piece of evidence, the gun he used to kill Trayvon Martin.
I think that he feels truly in his heart that if he did not have that weapon that night, he might not be here.
So do you think he would, if he could, he would carry a gun again?
Yes.
We just got word that Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge, formerly known as Kate Middleton, has been admitted to St. Mary's Hospital. People started setting up shop as soon as they found out so that they could get the first glimpse of this baby and the brand new parents whenever they emerge from the hospital.
These things are behind me 100%.
We're going to begin this half hour with the growing pressure on former Congressman Anthony Weiner to now get out of the New York mayor's race.
Weiner suffered a major setback over the weekend when his campaign manager quit.
I'd like to make it clear that I have made terrible mistakes that have hurt the people I care about the most, and I'm deeply sorry.
We are in the final countdown for a major change in how Americans get their health care. President Obama is bringing out the big guns to convince skeptics that the new system will be cheaper and healthier.
Senator Ted Cruz staged a protest speech on the floor of the Senate.
I will embarrassingly admit that I took the coward's way out. Do you like green eggs and ham? I do not like them, Sam I Am. I do not like green eggs and ham. Thank you, Sam I Am.
It hasn't happened at Fenway Park for 95 years. The Red Sox are world champions.
The shooting happened at the state's largest mall, Garden State Plaza in Paramus.
The mall was just about to close when the shots rang out near the Nordstrom department store.
Have you purchased illegal drugs in the last 2 years?
Yes, I have.
I'm not an addict of any sort. You're not being truthful. I'm not being truthful. Have you been into that house? I have no interest in being in that house. I'm not a crack user. So,
There are so many people out there that were touched by this man that have their own stories that will now live on as his legacy.
What a year.
It is amazing, the amount of things, not only that we report on, but that you kind of forget as the year goes by.
Is there one story that stands out for you?
Well, I have to say the amount of hype that the royal birth got stands out, but I think it was the Boston bombing that really grounded everybody for quite some time to realize once again how vulnerable we are.
And seeing how this city came back so strong.
Not only as a city, but then the Red Sox brought it home for them as well.